Vikings overcome 20-0 halftime deficit to beat Broncos 27-23. The Minnesota Vikings had barely moved the ball at all when they gathered in a humbled locker room after an awful first half. Picking up the pace with the 2-minute offense was about their only hope of a comeback. They delivered one in stunning fashion against the Denver Broncos. Suddenly, it just has a different feel to it, and the next thing you know, you're going, quarterback Kirk Cousins said. The Vikings erased a 20-0 halftime deficit with touchdowns on each of their 4 drives in the second half, fending off the Broncos by forcing 3 straight incomplete passes in the end zone over the final 10 seconds to preserve a 27-23 victory Sunday. This was the first time in 5 years, a span of 100 games including the playoffs, that an NFL team won after trailing by 20 or more points at halftime, though New England did defeat Atlanta in Super Bowl 51 after an 18-point deficit after 2 quarters grew to 28-3. We can't count ourselves out. We had 30 minutes of football. Was it going to take perfect football? Most likely, tight end Kyle Rudolph said. But all we can go out there and do is worry about the first drive and getting points and see what happens. Cousins went 29 for 35 for 319 yards and 3 scores for the Vikings, 8-3, overcoming a system-wide failure in the first half that included a lost fumble of his during a sack that led to one of 3 field goals by Brandon McManus for the Broncos 3-7. Cousins hit Stephen Diggs for a 54-yard touchdown pass that brought the crowd noise to a deafening level and cut the lead to 23-20. McManus went wide right from 41 yards on his 4th attempt, and Cousins found Rudolph wide open for a 32-yard score on the next possession with 6:10 left. "I like when adversity hits and you see what kind of guys you've got," Diggs said. Both of those throws by Cousins came off bootleg rollouts to his left, the type of passing play he has long thrived on. After being stymied for just 47 total yards in the first half, the Vikings turned to their hurry-up offense with enviable results. Throwing an interception into double coverage is not going to get you back in the game, Cousins said. So you take what they give you. You play one play at a time, and you trust that if they give you a shot, you take it. Brandon Allen, the fill-in quarterback after the injury to Joe Flacco and the impending debut of rookie Drew Lock, drove the Broncos to the cusp of a comeback of their own with a drive that included 3 fourth-down conversions. With 1st and goal from the 4, but only 10 seconds left and no timeouts remaining, Allen had 3 chances at the winner. Trey Waynes knocked down the first one, Jaron Kearse had a hand on the second, and the last try for Noah Fant sailed past the rookie tight end after he and Kearse tussled for position. The Broncos have not scored a touchdown in the 4th quarter for 6 straight games. The last team guilty of such a severe second-half collapse was Atlanta on October 26, 2014, when a 21-0 lead at home turned into a 22-21 victory for Detroit. According to SportsTrader, this was only the 14th time in NFL history that a 20-plus point halftime lead turned into defeat. "Didn't sustain any drives," Allen said, "and that put our defense in a bad spot."